I'm delighted to be joined on Panthers TV by a new signing and a netminder as well. Something I know everyone's been crying out for about netminder signing. It's a massive welcome to the Nottingham Panthers to Hunter Vorva. Hunter, welcome to Nottingham. Great to have you with us. Talk us through the process of why you're joining the Panthers for next season.
Yeah, no, first off, I'm really excited to be a Panther. Excited to get over to Nottingham and see the great fans in the city. For me, it was end of this season. I kind of started to look into the Europe option, and my agent was kind of keeping me updated on some things, and there was some other places around Europe, and we ended up deciding on coming to Nottingham, and couldn't be more excited.
And you've taken some good advice from a guy that loved Nottingham. Tanner Sorensen was with us a couple of years ago. You played with him last year in Kalamazoo. How much influence and what did he tell you?
Oh yeah. So Tanner, I mean, when Nottingham first reached out, I kind of messaged him, and knowing, he was there, and he said nothing but great things. I mean, he said it was, the best time of his life playing hockey, being in England, and being in league, and just even the city, amazing city, amazing fans, and all of that. That was something that definitely, helped, having a guy that, that played there and has the experience of playing there and telling you that it was amazing. Super excited.
Just touch on your career very shortly, but what are your aims for this coming season? Put you on a spot there, really, maybe. But what do you want to do with the Nottingham Panthers in the coming year?
Um, I mean, at the end of the year, well, I know in England it's a little different with having the different trophies you can win, throughout the season and postseason and regular season. But I mean, obviously, the ultimate goal is to win them all. Everywhere you go, you want to win. And I know after talking with Danny and Omar and seeing the recruits they have coming in, they're building towards that, and it's something I'm really excited about.
Well, you make an interesting point there because we had Danny on a Q&A earlier this week, and he did end by saying to the fans, I'm not going to promise you we're going to win, but he said that's why I've come to Nottingham because I want to win. Seems to me that you're getting that vibe. I know it's obvious to say that, but obviously Nottingham's been a club that hasn't won for a while. But do you get that vibe that enthusiasm is there by talking to the management and the coaches?
Oh yes, I mean, that was one thing he said was, this is his first year in Nottingham, and he's not just dipping his toe in the water. He's going all in, and he's making a place that is going to be recognized here.
Just talk us through your career then, because let's start in the NCAA where you had a lot of success, some great stats if you look through them. But that's where you mix college and university, and we often get guys on and to talk about that juggling act. How was that combining the studies, and how much did that kind of give you the taste of wanting to be a hockey player?
Yeah, I mean, for me, an ultimate goal was obviously to play professional after college, and um, actually the beginning of my college career was I went to a few schools that first year, and then ended up at the school I was at my second year for the next 3 years. And coming out of junior hockey, I took 2 years off of school, and kind of getting back into school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I went to a few places that just weren't the right fit for me, and I ended up at Marion, where I was at for 3 years. And I really, I enjoyed my time there. It was a smaller school, and it was, for someone like me, I'm better in a smaller environment, I guess, for like the learning aspect. And it was great for me, and being able to have the support from the teachers, knowing you have hockey going on as well. So sometimes you do have to miss classes and all that. And it was good that I ended up where I was at.
And just talk us through going to France. I'm looking at that, and that obviously was in COVID time. I think you
Yeah.
won a championship there as well. Just talk us through how you ended up spending a bit of time with Marseille.
So that was kind of when the pandemic happened. I was still in school, and that was a place that kind of came up right after. Like, I was still in school, hockey season ended in college, and I ended up signing over there, and then went over, and it was tough because of the times that were happening. a lot of lockdowns and things like that, but still being able to practice, and then only playing, there's only so many games, a lot of games were canceled and things like that, but it was a good experience. And my wife is from France, so she was there with me, and made it easier on that aspect of when we were able to go out and seeing the city and just being able to explore.
And then coming back from France, you went back to North America, had some time in the SPHL, and then going to Kalamazoo in the East Coast. Just talk us through how that next period of your career has gone.
I mean, transitioning back from Europe to North America, I mean, it wasn't too bad. Uh, I went down to the SPHL in Huntsville, which amazing place, and uh, I was able to find my footing. I had a good goalie partner there, and the staff and the organization, all the players were great. And then from there, getting a tryout in Kalamazoo the next year, um, making the team, and then kind of juggled back and forth for about the first 2 months with got a goalie coming down from the AHL. And so it was like that, going back and forth. And then around December time of that season, I ended up sticking and was in Kalamazoo for the year and a half up until now. And I mean, it was great for me. So
And you talk about the AHL, and obviously you've kind of dipped your toe in there in terms of having those periods where you've been caught up. I know you've not played a game, but how much has that been a boost for your career that these teams in the AHL have looked at you and had you on your radar at a young age?
no, yeah, it was. I mean, it was awesome. I went up to Cleveland for almost 2 weeks and got the experience with guys who had played in the NHL that season, and it was something where it kind of lights a fire under, and you want to go back and you want to do well, because there's always another step to where you want to be. And it was just a little taste of it, and it was awesome.
And yeah, just to push you on that, I mean, the AHL is widely regarded as one of the best leagues in the world, on coming after the NHL. How was it just to train with those types of players, as you say, players that go up to the NHL? Must have been so good for your game just to get that experience, even to be on the ice and to work with those coaches.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. I mean, uh, you see just the little details that they do day in and day out on the ice, things like that, and being able to work with the goalie coach in Cleveland, just work on little parts of your game, because obviously, at once you get older, they don't try to change your game, but they try to just tweak some things here and there, just to give you little pointers on things that might work a little bit better. And I took some of that back to Kalamazoo with me, and it was good.
And just finally, have you got a message for the fans? You kind of touched on how excited you were, but have you got a message for the fans ahead of next season?
Uh, just excited to get over there, and excited to meet you guys. And I've heard the arena is pretty loud with you guys in there, and I can't wait to see it.
Brilliant. Well, we're looking forward to having you with us. For now, thanks for joining us, Hunter.
Yeah, thank you.